guys in the locker room pretty excited about another shot at you guys. I'm not sure most teams would be, but they all seem they played you pretty close back, basically the 12-minute mark in both games. Are you not
they're good.
That they're excited about another shot?
No, everybody's excited about playing us, and I would imagine they were because they played us good both games. But my teams, we had a great practice today, and I think they're ready to play basketball, and whoever it is, you know, they're capable of beating us, no question.
Yeah, how dangerous is a desperate team that knows it has to win the whole thing down here just to get in?
I mean, I think every team has a desperation for one thing or another, and you know, it'll all come down to, okay, how are you playing? Are you got a team that's going to let go of the rope, 10, 12-minute mark, season's over, just I'm not fighting anymore? Do you have a team that is really going to fight till the bitter end? You're seeing a lot of those kind of games. You know, my concern is my team, no one else. I just want my team to play at their best. If that's not good enough, we'll go back and get ready for the seeding.
Your guys talk about, John, making the most of the time remaining together. How much do you hit on that with them?
I told them a long time ago, you know, they're not going to realize what they just went through until it's all said and done. So, you know, we have a sign in outside our media room or our video room when we go in. Where's the time gone? You know, it's flown by. I mean, and so like I said, I have one concern: my team playing well. If that's not good enough, then you go back and you get ready for the tournament. I mean, they were great in practice. They have a great spirit about them. Any team in this tournament is good enough to beat us. And the question is, will we play at our best, which will make it hard for anybody to beat us. But they still can.
Coach, this time of year, a lot more games in a shorter period of time. How does that change the way both the coaching staff, scouts and prepares, and the players prepare, if at all?
Oh, it changes. You can't. We won't have a shoot around tomorrow. We'll just go right to the gym, and if we're lucky enough to win, we won't have a shoot around Saturday, and if we're lucky enough to win, you won't have one Sunday. You'll come back and let the next game finish, and you'll do some film and walk through and, you know, just play basketball games. You're not really doing anything. Today was our last. We did a 30-minute shoot around at the building, and then we did an hour and 5-minute practice tonight. So we'll have a walkthrough tonight. I'm going to watch some more tape of these guys and see if there's anything else I need to see. But
Willie said he had not been his best self lately. He recognizes that he can see it on the tape when he watches himself. He said he was going to get right on Tuesday in the next couple of days.
we'll see.
One of those guys you saw in practice. Did he see
Yeah.
it right to you?
Oh, yeah. You know, we feed off him. You know, he's that one guy that can do stuff the normal player can't do, and he hasn't been doing it. He's been getting scored on. He's missing a lot of shots just by being they're physical with him, and he's not balanced coming back. But I think he'll be fine.
How close are all of your guys to being the best individual player that
You guys we have some guys that are playing better than they've ever played in their life, and now the question is, as you go into these last few weeks, you talk about how do you add 2 or 3% to your game. And I'll give you an example. Trey Lyles, 2 or 3% may be flying up and down the court, just go a little harder, and attacking the backboard, rebounding just a little harder. Aaron may be attacking the basket, not settling. Will you be a defensive playmaker on every possession? Can you notch it up 2 or 3%? The same with Andrew. So each guy has their own little thing that they can do a little bit better at. And that's what we're trying to get them to think in terms of. How do you grow a little bit now as we wind this thing down?
Can you visualize what that looks like, what your team looks like if everybody does that?
We've had some games this year. You know what it looks like.
Did you watch Florida today, John?
I have not yet.
They look good.
Yeah. I imagine they're healthy. You know, they've got a full complement of guys, and they should be confident. They played us twice, really good.
Now, in 2012, you talked about using this tournament to get Darius Miller going that year. Did guys on this team use this too before the real thing starts next week?
Yeah, that was, you know, Darius, if you remember, had no points in the first two games and wound down the season in those first two games and was really not playing the way he was capable of playing. And then Michael had him start in his place and took a lot of shots. We were up 5 with a few minutes to go and lost that game. And then from that point, Darius went to that next level, which is why we won the whole thing. But I want everybody to walk in here, walking away from this tournament, feeling good about who they are, what they can be, and then what we can be. Like, wow, if we're all doing our thing, we could be pretty good.
What kind of sense are you getting from the freshmen about this tournament? I mean, have they seemed eager, or have the veterans just kind of prepared them for what to expect? What have you done to prepare them?
Really nothing. I just think these guys, they have a toughness to them. They have an edge to them. They're really, when you're that skilled as a player, you're going to be a little more confident. It's hard to rattle you. When you're not skilled and you're just banking on playing hard or doing those kind of things, that's when it becomes rough. You guys hit that elevator? Yeah, I know. I'll wait a second for you. Go ahead. Which station are you guys? Let's just go.
I didn't bring colors.
Here he comes! Watch out!
Coach, how do you tackle the psychology of being undefeated with your players? Like, do you talk about it with them and tell them to tune it out?
No. It was really funny. We had Bob Rotella come and do some individuals and meet with our team. And I told him that, you know, the way I was approaching it was that I just wanted the regular season over. Let's get on with the real stuff. We had 2 weeks left. And I told him, and if we get dinged, we get dinged. Let's just get on with this. And he said to me, well, they don't feel that way. So it's kind of neat to know that they are not afraid of what's going on. And then we've been in positions, even late, where we had to make plays, and they did. So I don't think they're afraid of it. And I think that they have confidence in each other, that someone will do something. Like Willie hadn't played well the last 2 weeks. But it's okay because someone else has stepped up and done it. Dakari and Marcus Lee, one game, I mean, kept us in a game where we'd have been down 10. You know, our guard play at times, the same. If this guy or that guy doesn't play well, these two have played well. So, but we haven't addressed it.
John, like last week, there was just so much talk about 31-0 and end of the regular season. Is it? You're just saying like this is the real part. Does it feel like a completely different part of the season?
The real part starts when Sunday we hear how tough our bracket's going to be. That's when the real stuff starts. This is 3 days, 3 games in 3 days, if you can win. If you can win. And it will not change our seed. It never has. Whether we've won this thing, maybe if we lose it'll change it, but I don't know. I don't believe so. So we're doing this. I told them, let's have a ball for the fans and let our fans know that we're here doing this for you, and we're going to have fun and play as hard as we can. We can't guarantee you that we'll win, but we understand that fans that can't get in Rupp Arena come here. So.
Does it help that you got several guys that actually get that? It's not a group of freshmen that hasn't been to the SEC tournament to realize that every fan you've got basically is flocked down here.
They'll see it if they don't know. When we walk into the game, they'll be like, "What in the world is this?"
Last night, 2 days before you guys play, a big majority of the fans were Kentucky fans watching 4 other teams.
Well, somebody told me sometimes those people didn't have tickets to any other game, so they bought those tickets.
So what do you think of that?
I think they're crazy, but I've said it before. They're nuts, and but it makes them what they are, and they're passionate about letting everybody know I'm a Kentucky fan. Now, if you want to buy tickets, you better wear orange, maroon, red. You better not be in a blue. Have another jersey on because they're not selling you the ticket, and that's just how it is.
Can that help the team fan support in any moment of, downturn?
Yeah, I guess, but you know, we've been in the road, we've been at home, and it's been in neutral sites. I guess it would be better that we had more fans than the other team, but this comes down to us being a good basketball team and playing well. And I keep saying that I'm concerned about my team, no one else. If someone else is playing out of their minds and we get beat, we get beat. My thing is, how do we continue to grow and be at our best? And if that's not good enough, it's not good enough.
What do you think your bracket is going to look like?
The NCAA bracket, it'll be hard. It'll be hard. They called the Lakers, and they can't pull out of the NBA right now, so I don't think they'll be in there. But it'll be a hard bracket. There won't be a, you're the 1-1 seed, you should have this kind of road. No, it will not be that, and that's fine. You know, it's this team we went through just about every year, so it's fine.
Couple more guys. Are there any teams you particularly don't want in that bracket?
In whose?
In that NCAA bracket?
Yeah, I really I think if we had to see Oklahoma City or Cleveland, those would be tough. I'm not sure, and they tell me that Portland's as big as we are, so those would be teams I wouldn't want to see. I hate to say that because they may try to get those people in there, but
Portland had an injury. So.
yeah, I don't know if
Anything else, guys?
thanks.
Thanks.